Hello everyone, welcome back to the Strawberry Lily channel. Today I wanted to do a look centered around the 2025 Pantone color of the year, which is Mocha Mousse. Now when I first saw this, I'm not gonna lie to you, I rolled my eyes a little bit. Like, Mocha Mousse, really? We just came off of Peach Fuzz for 2024, which was pretty, I don't want to say boring, but you know, a pretty generic, safe color. I mean, there are two different colors for sure. Peach Fuzz is more corally and Mocha Mousse is more on the brownish side, but I just couldn't help thinking to myself, do we really need another espresso makeup trend? Then I took a closer look though, and I realized that Mocha Mousse is actually quite different from espresso makeup. Espresso makeup, I feel like, I mean, it's based on the color of an espresso coffee, right? So you really have to have that true rich brown color, which would normally include an orangey or corally undertone. But Mocha Mousse, when I look at it, I really don't see any hint of coral. This one looks definitely like a much more cool toned brown. And I'm very into the ashy gray cool toned browns. It's a very popular color here in Japan actually for, well, everything, but I see it very often being advertised as a trendy hair dye color, like grayish brown without red undertones is the selling point there. Yeah, after taking a closer look, I realized that, you know what, this may be a color that I can actually get on board with. So without further ado, let's just get started. I had to reach into the back recesses of my makeup collection to pull out the colors that I feel like are gonna work for this look, so be prepared to be surprised by the makeup that I use today. I don't think a single piece in here is what I would use in my normal daily makeup, so yeah, let's get started with eyeshadow. Why do I feel like different images of this color swatch in Google search are showing me different shades of brown? Okay, you know what? Actually, I stand corrected. I feel like this is not a primarily cool toned shade. There is a little bit of warmth in there, but it's definitely not like heavy on the orange or the coral undertones. So the Revlon Japan Blush and Illuminator palette in 003 Caramel Nude. I haven't touched this one in a while. This is actually a blush and highlighter palette as the name suggests, but I feel like one of these squares has got to match the Pantone color. I'm thinking this one maybe, or this one. Are these two the same? I think these two are the same. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and lay down this shade as my base eyeshadow color because all powders can be used as eyeshadow. I feel like it worked out perfectly to use a blush for this instead of a regular eyeshadow precisely because it is not as pigmented as a regular eyeshadow formula, because I wanted the color to just look kind of like a semi-translucent wash on my lids, but I also wanted it to look even throughout. And yeah, that's exactly what this Revlon blush is giving me. Let's compare this side by side to the Pantone swatch color. Is that not a dead ringer? Okay, you know what? Makeup tutorial done. This is already a perfect match. No, I'm kidding. But I do want to keep this look very simple though. Like, the feature in it is obviously just, you know, trying on this shade. So I think I'm just going to finish this off with a topper shade and then we can move on to the rest of the face. I am conflicted between this Powerpuff Girls Bobbi Brown single eyeshadow. This one is in Melting Point. This is one of my regulars that I love to use as a topper. Very warm and kind of orangey. I don't know, I said I want to avoid going too orange, so I might go with this one instead. This is one of the shimmers from ColourPop. Oh wow, that looks so different on camera than it does in the pan. It's just like a grungy, bronzy green shift. The shift is very, very metallic green, but yeah, you can see that the base color is a lot darker. You know what? I think I'm going to have to go with the more ostentatious option. I'm always super conflicted when it comes to using these Odin's Eye singles because, you know, they're just not very accessible, and I mentioned before that I just don't think they're worth the high price point, but since I have them, you know, it's a waste to not use them. And since I am leaning more towards, you know, an under consumption core direction in my channel for the end of this year at least, I feel like it's okay to use my more obscure items, right? Because the whole point is not to influence you to buy whatever I'm using necessarily, it's to encourage or inspire you to also shop within your stash and use what you already have instead of buying just the next new shiny thing and chasing down that high. Okay, I'm not sure if this ruined the chocolate mousse-ness of it all because it is so very like pinky gold when layered on top of the base shadow, but that's so pretty though. Okay, you know what? It's gonna look more moussey when I put on the rest of the makeup. So for cheeks, I am going to pull out an OG fave. OG Japanese drugstore makeup junkies will recognize this one well. The Can Make Cream Cheek in P03. I actually hit pan on a while ago before I tucked it away in a drawer, never to see the light of day again for months on end. Ooh, you know what? I feel like, if my memory serves me correctly, this one is orangey and red. Or no, actually, you know what? That could work. This is probably the most user-friendly, just lightweight, easy to use, easy to blend, light, and you don't even feel it, cream cheek on the market. And the most affordable. These are only like 600 yen plus tax, but they are insanely good in my opinion. Okay, I'm loving that with the eyes actually. It has been a hot minute since I used this blush, or this shade in particular, and now I'm kicking myself because I'm reminded of how, again, just easy it is to use. You see how it's completely smooth, like perfectly blended out. There's no patchiness whatsoever. Cannot even say the same for cream cheek formulas from much more expensive brands. Like, what gives? Okay, I'm gonna put on eyeliner and lashes, do some Douyin stuff with my eyes, and I'll be back for the lip color, which I'm still undecided of at this moment. Judah, 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 Gaga. Okay, I feel like I shouldn't have added the highlight. I didn't know that it would be this white. But yeah, I was looking for a cheaper dupe of my favorite highlight, which is my Tom Ford Rose Irisé from the limited edition holiday collection last year. Yeah, I checked Mercari and these are going for like 6,000 yen a pop, used. Long story short, I feel like I need to sell it because bills. Okay, so now let's move on to lips. I was debating between, wait, before lips, actually I forgot mascara. Every single time I have like a makeup explosion in front of me and I can never find the one product that I actually need. Here it is. Can Make Metal Look Mascara in Sweet Black or Sweet Greige. It's not the greatest at lengthening, but it's great at separating, and I feel like the color is just perfect for this Mocha Mousse theme that we have going on today. Okay, and for lips, I have these matte brown lipsticks from the Flower Nose Little Angels collection, which I feel like would be the perfect shade for this look. I'll be honest though, I really prefer to do a glossy lip with this look. I don't know why, I just feel like it's more appropriate. So let's see. Actually, I know what will tie things together. Let me line my lips first with a brownish lip liner. Okay, I will use this one. This is from the Odin's Eye Sol Monet 2 collection, the gel liner in 012. This is like a lot darker than what the cap suggests, but anyway, it's kind of crazy how difficult it is to actually find the correct shade matches when I have a particular look in mind. This one is a little bit sparkly, but I don't mind because I just really need something truly brown to cancel out the natural pink of my lips. Okay, so now that that's on, doesn't have to be perfect. I just mainly wanted to make sure that the edges were covered. Now I can go in with my Revlon Jelly Tint Lip Color in Apricot Sorbet. This is as brown as I remembered. Yes, it is. Okay. I think I made the right choice here. Oh my god, I took such a long break that I forgot I had makeup on. Matter of fact, let me reapply this lip gloss really fast. But yeah, this is the finished look, pretty much. Mocha Mousse, Pantone Color of the Year 2025. I'm not sure that this necessarily turned out to be the most chocolate mousse reminiscent look, but I enjoy it nonetheless. I like that this little challenge, or whatever you want to call it, pushed me to use makeup products in ways that they were not necessarily originally intended for. For example, I used, you know, the blush color for my eyeshadow, and I also used an eyeliner to line my lips because I don't have an actual lip liner in this rich brown caramel color. So yeah, just a reminder, there are no rules in makeup. You don't necessarily need to buy an exact item for something. If you have something similar already that just doesn't happen to be originally designated for that, try putting it to different use and get more mileage out of your products that way. Okay, so as always, I'm going to list everything I used today in the description box. I genuinely did enjoy all the products I used today. It's just that they happen to be ones that I reach for less often, but nevertheless they are still standing in my collection for a good reason. So yeah, thank you for joining me as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!